back to another lesson of the Logos and Letters. My name is Liam, and we're going to continue on with chapter 8 and looking at the various genera which are in the supreme genus of qualities, okay? Learning about more families of qualities, okay? Qualities, as we can tell, are quite a visual and sensory sort of dependent topic, so let's just get straight into this one. We had the second one of natural ability and inability, not just in human beings but in objects as well, and now we're getting into quite an interesting one here. Triton de genos poiotetos patheticae poiotetes kai pathe. Right, so we're getting into one that is difficult to translate into modern English. So, patheticae. You might think of the word pathetic here, and etymologically, it is related to that. The modern day sense of pathetic is something that's pitiful and disgraceful, dishonorable. But the French still have the correct sense, pathétique, right? If that's how you say it, pathétique. It's like full of feeling, okay? Patheticae poiotetes. All right, so what this means, I'm going to call it an affective quality. And here, pathe, affection. All right, not affection in the modern sense where you say like I have affection for this person, like an emotion. Affection or passion, it's something that you suffer or you experience. Experience or suffer is the right way to think about it. Yeah, so you've got two things, the qualities and the passion itself. So let's get into this. Esti de da toya de hoyon glukutes de kai pikrotes. So pause. Here's the, if it's all seemed a bit wishy-washy so far, here is an anchor to deliver the lesson. Glukutes kai pikrotes, right? So sweetness and bitterness. Okay, consider those tastes. You, some people love bitter things, such as myself. Some people like sweet things. Now, let's learn about what an affection is and what an affective quality are through these two. Sweetness. Okay, so sweetness is in things like honey, is it not? Where is the word honey? It's down here somewhere, I reckon, if I remember correctly. Meli, there it is, tomeli, right? It's in honey. Honey has sweetness all the time, right? You don't just collect honey from a hive and then you got to wonder if it's going to be sweet or not. No. Why is that the case? Because it's an affective quality. Affective qualities are long-lasting, permanent sort of things. They're with that substance, that thing, throughout its lifespan, pretty much, in almost all cases, right? So in the lifespan of honey, what are we going to expect? Glukutes, sweetness. That is a affective quality. Patheticae, right? It's an affective quality. Long-lasting, permanent. Sweetness in honey. What's bitter? You could say just pure coffee. Pure cacao bean, like in 99% dark chocolate, even I guess if 100% dark chocolate exists, that's bitter. Okay, always there, right? It's just always in that thing, permanent in the lifespan. So long as that piece of coffee exists, coffee bean or cacao bean, so too does the bitterness exist. Same with honey. Affective quality. It's a quality. It's a third kind. It's another genus. It's a coordinate genus with this one. And it's a subordinate genus with this one. Right? So it's a subordinate genus of quality as a supreme genus. And it's a coordinate genus with natural ability or inability. All right? So we're building this family tree quite well. Right, we've got branches in the trunk. Right, let's get to the branches and leaves. So we've covered this one, tick. Okay, tick, tick. We know what An affective quality is it is a permanent, long-lasting thing, such as sweetness and bitterness, and it's found in some substances like honey, a cacao bean, and coffee. All right, so what about this other one? All right, affections, passions. It's what comes about when something experiences that affective quality. All right, so if that explanation wasn't good enough, it is experiencing or perceiving. Yeah, that's a good one. Perceiving that affective quality. Good job, Liam. Perceiving that. That's the pathe. That's the passion of it. Okay, so let's get into this. So kai strufnotes. That's like bitterness. It's like harshness or sourness. Kai panta da tutois sunege. I like how you use sunege there. It means like kinsman. So, and all of these sorts of similar things. Okay, so sourness, all that. Eti, still, again, eti there. Thermotes, kai psukrotes. Right, you might remember these words if you're learning Greek from earlier lessons. Heat and coolness, right? Kai lukotes, right? Whiteness. Kai melania, blackness. Okay, these are all affective qualities, right? In a crow, the blackness of their feather, that is an affective quality of their feather, the substance of the feather, not the actual crow itself. If you plucked a crow, God forbid, of all its feathers, right, it's not going to be the same color as, well, I assume it's not going to be the same color as that. Whiteness, again, of snow. Do I still have that artwork up? No, I don't, but remember that artwork from the other lesson? I think it was last lesson. And the father is with the son, teaching him how to hunt in the snow. The whiteness of the snow. All right. Whenever we think of snow, whenever we see snow, you know, it's got the effective quality of whiteness in it, right? And see these crows here, their feathers have the effective quality of that blackness, the melania, right? Psukrotes, right? The snow as well. We consider it with the coldness, ice. Okay, when water goes into that third state of matter, solid, and it becomes ice, psukrotes is an effective quality of ice. Etidet thermotes, right? What's an effective quality of the sun, of most stars? Thermotes, heat, okay? All right, so effective qualities, permanent, long-lasting. They stick around, right? They stick around for a very long time. So, hotimenun. So let's clarify, these are qualities, these are accidents. Okay, even though they're so long lasting, they are accidents. Now we can create our own little family of accidents here. We can call them inseparable accidents. We'll talk about those later on. You don't really need to know that right now, but if you want to keep that in the back of your head or write that down, there are things called inseparable accidents. Why are they inseparable? It seems like they're inseparable to us. Okay, the whiteness from snow seems to be the case. I mean, of course, volcanic ash could mix with snow and make it darker, but that's an outside influence acting upon it. It's inseparable. Okay, so the sun, really, we see the heat of it as an inseparable accident of it. It's not a substance, right, that's long lasting and all that. It's still an accident, but it's just so permanent, so fixed in it that it's imprescindible, inseparable. All right, so that, and clearly then, therefore, that these things are qualities is clear. Phaneron, right? Phaneron, sorry. See how I pronounced that wrong? I should have said phaneron. I said phaner. That's what these accents are for, to guide my pronunciation. Dagar dedegmena auta boya legadai katautas. Right? So The degmenach, that's in the perfect passive participle of something received. So the things received, the degmenach auta, the things received themselves, qualities are said in accordance with themselves. So hoyon to meli toi glukuteeta, toi glukuteeta. Bit of a tongue twister sometimes at Greek, toi glukuteeta. So if you consider these two passages, how do they relate? So we can see honey, which is a substance, primary substance, has this sweetness in it, right? It has received the sweetness, has received things like sweetness. The dextai gluku legatai, right? The dextai, which is related to this word, means like it's the perfect infinitive form of receiving. So like it has received, and it is spoken of as sweet. Gluku, sweet. Gluku teeta, we saw up here as well. Glukutes, like sweetness, and gluku, like in glucose, the sugar, is sweet. Okay, the simple carbohydrate, glucose. Kaito soma lukon toi lukoteta. See how like he's saying the white body, and what's a body? It's a substance, right? The white body has received the whiteness. Okay, so why is that body white? Because it's received this accident, which is whiteness. Okay, and now it's white. Okay, from the whiteness, you perceive the white. Okay, so you perceive the pathe, right? You perceive the affection, the passion. So again, with the snow, we perceive white because the accident of whiteness, the affective quality of whiteness, is in that substance. What's the substance? Snow. Snow is the substance. Poetically, you could say snow is an accident of the earth, right? Okay, but put that aside for now and put on your logician hat, okay? And we can consider that the snow is a substance and it has an affective quality, which is whiteness, and we perceive the white, okay? So hope that's clear. And the white, or things that are sweet or things that are bitter, that is the pathe, that's the passion, the affection. So you taste it and you go, oh, this tastes sweetness. No, you go, this tastes sweet. Or you drink long black coffee or an espresso and you go, this tastes bitterness. No, instead, rather, you would say, this tastes bitter. So there is a difference there. Even our language is pointing out the difference between the affective quality and the affection itself. Okay? The dekthai. Husautos dekai epiton alonechai. Alonechai. Pathetikai de poiotetas legontai. So this is going on to affective qualities again. We might finish here at this full stop. So wrap this up. I think we've done a good job at clarifying that the third family of things are the affective qualities and affections. You can see how this engages all of our senses and perception, right? There are things which engage our perception, which are the affective qualities, and the things that we perceive, which is the actual affection. All right, so perception plays a big role here, of course, and I hope that has been clear. I don't know, I can't tell if I've explained that well enough in this episode or not, only because the two are so closely related. We're talking about the heat of the sun and the sun itself, almost, in a way, and the heat that's in the sun. You know, we're talking about the radiance of the sun and the heat that's sending out the radiance. It's so closely linked. I hope I did a good job in distinguishing the two, separating them a little bit, taking inspiration from diare raistai, to separate, because these things are truly tu me rai Dios dia raistai, not easily separated, right? Not easily dissolved one from the other. If you still need to wrap your head around that, don't stress too much. Okay, But if you found it interesting, regardless, that's wonderful. That's a victory that I will count. We will continue on with more talk of this. Okay, don't worry, it's not over yet. We're going to continue on with more talk of this. I mean, look how much you've got. He even brings up perception there. Okay, so good job, Liam, for mentioning that already. So even the soul. Okay, so if you want to know how the soul has a role in this, just stick around for the next few lessons. I reckon we can cover this in like 1, 2, 3. Try to get in 3, maybe 3 and 3 larger lessons and a smaller one. We've got heaps. Okay, all I've done right now is show you the menu and explain what each dish is. All right, that's all I've done. You will get to actually enjoy and spend some time with these things on the menu throughout the next few lessons. So long as I've helped you distinguish the difference between these two things of affective qualities and affection, that's lesson success. That is mission success. That is a victory for you and me. And across the next few lessons, we will consolidate, hone, master the content. All right. With that said, I'll leave that there. As always, my name is Liam. Si semper fortis in opere tuo. And I'll see you next time.